Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the special event on European Union and UNODC cooperation to prevent and combat trafficking in person and the smuggling of migrants, introducing Glo.ACT. This event is organized by the government of Colombia, the European Union, and the UNODC Human Trafficking and Migrants Smuggling Section.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, according to the Secretary General new report in Safety and Dignity, there are close to 250 million people on the move globally. For all of the positive effects of international migration, these unprecedented flows of people are generating new criminal opportunities, particularly for migrant smugglers and human traffickers. At-risk migrants, especially children, have become easy targets for abuse and exploitation, and we continue to witness in Europe and other regions of the world.
This is not coming out of the blue. This is not something that we have developed over the past months. I would say the crash route to face new challenges. This is a long-standing policy. This is a long-term engagement, and this will remain to be a long-term engagement in the year to come. If you look at migrant smuggling, it's a highly profitable activity, unfortunately. A lot of money to be made, and a perceived low risk of detection of punishment. And this is what we want to change. If we want to address the phenomenon, you have to change this sort of risk-benefit analysis that is made by a criminal, and you change it by decreasing the benefit and increasing the risk. And this is what we are trying to do.
I cannot stress enough what Ambassador Lenoir said, that it is only in unity that we can respond to the challenges that we have ahead. The European Union, but also the world, is experiencing challenging times, and 2016 is a decisive year in this context. Amidst the refugee crisis, more people become vulnerable to traffickers who want to use them for profits, and this must stop. Cross-border crimes become even more interlinked. Indeed, we know from reports, we know from Europol, we know from Interpol, that trafficking in human beings is often linked with migrant smuggling, child sexual exploitation, drug trafficking, cybercrime, terrorism. It's a very long list. We cannot address trafficking, and the EU is clear, the EU Commissioner on Migration and Home Affairs is clear, I am clear, without following the money and without addressing the demand for all forms of exploitation. We need conceptual clarity, because language matters, and this project is about ensuring that as well. We need to remember that trafficking and smuggling are not the same thing. There are strong links, but they are not the same thing. They are not the same thing. Trafficking and slavery are not the same phenomenon. And while it's very convenient to talk about terms left, right, center, politically sounds nice, let me remind you that we have different legal instruments and obligations in place that matter a great deal, because it is in accordance with legal definitions that someone is punished, not according to political language. When we have a crime, we need a legal definition.
Importantly, we have developed 2 assessment instruments as a result of an expert group meeting which was held here in Vienna in March. A questionnaire and a report outline that is currently being used by a team of consultants to assess the needs of countries, to assess the situation on the ground with regard to effectively responding to the 2 crimes of trafficking and smuggling. We're halfway through a gaps and needs assessment process set to conclude in September. 15 missions are currently being undertaken in the 13 countries, which started at the end of March and will conclude in the middle of June. The purpose of these in-country assessments and missions are to introduce Glo.ACT to national authorities and to gain an understanding of each country's response to trafficking and smuggling. The ultimate aim is that we jointly, with government authorities and key stakeholders, develop work plans to assist in effectively responding to trafficking in persons and smuggling of migrants.